on.
We're
Ready?
on. Yes, streaming.
Unscripted.
Well, hello. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Gisele.
Hi, Andy.
How's it going?
This is going so good. So good.
Where did that voice come from?
No.
You've got like you could be like a cartoon character voiceover.
I should be a cartoon character.
Totally.
Oh my God. What would I be?
Everything.
Like Princess Penelope.
Oh yeah, you could do them all. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or I'd
And then
be like a little bug.
You could do like the
I'd be
princess,
like,
and then you could do the.
Okay.
Man, you should try out, really. So, welcome everybody. So glad you're here. This is Unscripted, where we haven't even talked.
We haven't. So
we just turned the microphones
here we
on.
are because Andy's, not late. I'm not going to say
Never.
that. He's fashionable.
Yeah, you can tell by the hat on the live stream. This thing is disintegrating. I had somebody tell me, though, I wore this hat because it's like a work hat now because it's totally falling apart.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, I really like that hat.
It's like, yeah, you can see like the plastic
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
But it does look kind of cool.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Go to YouTube, people. Go to
Yeah.
Scripted.
you want to see how
to
cool
find
this hat
us.
is.
Or type in like my name or something.
And I have the donut shop shirt on, the
Which
Erie
I
apparel.
had one of our best fans mention because last week we lost our podcast audio because of technical difficulties.
Oh, right.
And the computer retardedly shut down on us and we lost the audio. But thankfully we had live streamed it on YouTube. Because I was sick last week for a few days, I did not get around to splitting
Yes.
the audio. I'm going to fix that so you people can hear us from last
You
week.
people.
You peeps. But I had told him go to YouTube, and apparently he was losing his mind because he couldn't find Unscripted. He forgot the hyphen.
Oh,
And so maybe we don't mention that we're
scripted.
scripted.
Yes. We've got to change the jingle at the beginning. Undash
Yeah.
where we
So
don't
he typed in your
dash-
name and found coaching and
Oh.
thought, oh, surely there will be a link, but there wasn't a link.
Surely Andy is up on his social media. Oh my gosh.
So, just FYI, to the 12 of you who care, we are working
we love
on
all 12 of you.
connecting those links and the
Oh, it's
all
like
the
our disciples,
places. I
12.
know that. Yes, the special
Somebody
12.
is Judas.
So don't betray us. 5-star it. So we're working on that, but we do have a website that we're trying to like make that happen, make
Mhm.
all the connections correct, and
It's
I
a
run a
pro-
couple businesses and a nonprofit, and I'm just like
It's a
exhausted.
process.
There's a lot of things to do.
It's
and
a process.
I want this to be the most important thing I do in my life.
Aw.
I really do, but
Yeah.
at this moment, it's
What do you
not.
mean?
So
It is the most
I'm-
important thing. It's just we don't spend any time on it.
So the goal is that eventually we do, but
Mhm.
I'm trying to do with the little resources of time that I have. So yes, we will try and make those
You
links much clearer in the
Yes,
future. But
we
remember,
will.
we have an scripted
Yes.
dot
Yeah,
live
right.
for a website.
Yeah, if you want to look us up, that would be awesome.
Mhm.
I was just thinking about my social media and I don't like social
We
media.
literally keep forgetting to share our own shit. Like, we're like, our homework
We're the
assignment is to
worst.
just share
Just-
our own podcast.
Yeah. Just
We forget almost every week.
tell people about it. That's all you have to just you do this thing, you spend time doing it. Just tell someone. That's it. Even not even on social media. Just tell them.
I don't
Just
know
tell somebody.
why. Like, but we both like literally can't stand being on social media because it's unnecessary. We have to get on social
Yeah.
media to post for our businesses and stuff like that. So
Right.
it's not like enjoyable. Like we don't do it for fun like the other
Which-
people in the world get to do.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
really interesting for two people that are very much all about people.
Yeah.
But
we're very much person to person. Like
I
we're
would-
not like social media like to the masses kind of people. Like we love interaction one on one, and that's the thing.
Here's the thing. I almost stopped posting altogether. Like for the last 6 months.
Oh,
It's-
everybody keeps threatening that. People can't do it.
Well,
You
I'm
can't
not-
if you own a business, you can't do that.
right, and I'm not threatening it. I just haven't done it. Like
Don't you threaten me,
I-
Andy Kerr.
I didn't even spend enough energy to tell people that I was not doing it. So like, I couldn't even bother to tell people
I wanted to say I'm going off, but like that was effort.
Right, I
so.
would have had to get on and then tell them. And I can't even post about not posting. So I don't know what it is. Like right now, like TikTok, I'll go down the rabbit hole a little bit with TikTok every once in a while. My wife and I have this really, did I talk
I do it
about
like
this?
once a week.
Yeah, right.
Because I
Just
know if I open that
right.
stinking app, you're stuck for 30 minutes
man.
at least. And I
claws.
don't have that time.
The claws
So
of the algorithm.
I designate like one day when I know I'm going to be home early, or it's a Sunday lazy afternoon or something. I'm like, okay, now I'll open it. And I mostly research how to do TikToks correctly. That's what I spend almost all my I go so fast, like, do not stop at animals. And
no kittens.
Unless it's a horse. Then I will stop.
Oh, man. There was this video, right? I saw this baby horse, and I thought about your horse because it was his birthday last week. Yeah. And it was so cute.
Yeah.
I saw a baby sloth being reunited with its mother.
Oh, my God.
And it would it was like, how... It's so cute. I was like...
And then you're like, there's nothing wrong with TikTok. Everyone should watch it.
I love it. I got to share this with people. But I don't want people to know that that's what I'm watching. My algorithm is like baby animals. And
I am trying to stay very focused when I'm on social media, and even Instagram now, like just researching, make sure you get the algorithms right. And the main things are like consistency is the number one thing, like post at the same time every single day. It doesn't matter what time, whatever the best algorithm time. It doesn't matter as long as you create content. And being a content creator is the most important thing. There's fun entertainment value to some of the other things. And for the cafe, I'm trying to learn the best thing that is creating content. So we need to get more into content creation, something that people want to know.
I heard that there's a shift in algorithms now where before, like the Gary Vee days of 2 years ago.
I was going to say, there's like a shift every 4 months.
Right. Where it was like, just create. Doesn't matter how crappy it is. Just get it.
Yeah.
And now it's shifting to like create consistently, but good content. Don't put crap out there, because if people see crap, then they're not going to...
They won't come back.
So like you got to get consistency, even if it's once a week.
Again, there's an entertainment value of content that you can create, that you can be silly or you can be dumb. You can be whatever you want, but you have to actually create valuable content. And that's why I want to take the cafe from just doing trends and being fun and funny, that we actually need to create some kind of educational content or something that people want to hear about. So the baristas started going live either on TikTok or Instagram. And that
they have enough. You have to have a certain number of people to go live.
Yeah, well, we have people.
You've got popular people.
We've got people. We had a couple of TikToks that popped off, and
That's right.
and
I
if you
remember
go
that.
over 10,000, it puts you in another algorithm category, and you're allowed to do some things. And Instagram, we do like fantastic, so we're able to do that on there. But
I haven't been on Instagram in months.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's my main platform. That is how we connect with people, and we share everything from Instagram to Facebook. There's a lot of Facebook interaction. But for us, thankfully, it's all interconnected, because I couldn't have, do that all. I'm so glad a TikTok shares to a reel, shares to a Facebook.
I've got to, like, in order for me to do it, and I've got to get back there. I think we had another podcast where we talked about this, and I was like, I am going to start doing this.
Yes.
And I have totally not done that. But...
Dude, everybody, we just on the same struggle bus.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad about yourself.
And it's still in first gear. So, but I need, in order for me to do it, I've got to pick one. So, like, I did Facebook Lives every weekday morning for 3 years.
I remember that. I tuned in a lot of times before I was even out of bed. He's, like, up and making... videos. And so I'm laying there for like 10 minutes, like watching Andy.
So I know it's in me. Like, I did it for 3 solid years. And I liked it. And a lot of people started following. And then then I was like, nah, I'm sick. Like, I got sick of watching me on video. I'm like, me again? This is boring. I've heard all my stuff. Not interested. Tune myself out. So I've got to pick another platform and do something creative and something that I like.
Well, then
and
maybe
stick
you
with
would
that
actually love doing a TikTok, because it's short.
I know.
You don't have to make a 15, 20-minute video. You can just do 30 seconds to a minute and a half, and Yeah.
Yeah. And
Or you can make a 5-minute video and then do 1-minute clips, and then you've got 5 videos to share.
Yeah, that's great advice.
You're welcome. I give that advice to myself, and I still haven't done it. So I understand how hard it is.
It's funny because I just shared that with myself, and I didn't do it.
Didn't do it.
Maybe I don't know what the trigger is.
Maybe starting one good. It's that thing. You got to do one good habit, and then it's easier to make another habit.
Right. Which is also what I teach people.
I'm telling my boyfriend about this, right?
Yeah. You got to habit stack.
Giant Eagle switched to no more plastic bags. They don't do, one-off plastic bags.
Really? Good for them.
At least the one in Harbor Creek. I'm assuming all the Giant Eagles did it. And they have the reusable market bags, and like at first you get a free one for being on the Advantage card or whatever.
Yeah.
And they do have paper bags now. They're like 10 cents, or you can I don't know how much it is, like a buck or something for the reusable bag. So
that's cool.
My boyfriend is the worst, because before they got rid of plastic bags, I was trying to say like, oh, we have a reusable bag. He's like, nah.
Nah.
He's like, just the plastic bags. He's no craps about the earth. Whatever, it's fine.
Plastic.
He doesn't care. So
I'm just gonna wrap the world in plastic.
When they got rid of plastic bags, I was like, neener. Now you have to use them. But he keeps forgetting them, and so now we're up to 10 or 12.
So you have to buy one every.
Yeah,
because why would you take a bag to the grocery store?
And I was trying to tell him, you gotta keep it in your truck, gotta use it, and he keeps forgetting. And then yesterday, he's like, I'm just gonna plan on having to buy a new bag every.
We're gonna have so many bags.
50 bags. I'm like, I can't be the only one using these.
Dom, listen, buddy. This is for you. Every year we do a turkey bag giveaway at the Erie City Mission.
There you go.
And we need bags. So just
way to give him an out instead of letting me make
keep
the point
buying
about
them, buddy.
creating
Keep buying
habits.
them. Donate them to the Erie City Mission. Thank you very much.
So anyway, but if he wasn't going to do that, I was telling him yesterday, he's like, well, why even try? Like, I've tried it a couple times. I'm like, you have to keep trying until you create a habit. It'll become a habit if you try enough times. Andy,
you have to switch. You have to switch your strategy.
But if he does forget, thanks for donating your bags to the Erie City Mission. So all of you that are like my boyfriend out there.
Okay, so this is where we're going, okay? Because this is right where I am. The last 2 weeks, I've missed a couple of meetings that were important with people that are important to me. And it hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
And that makes sense, because when you agree to be someplace and they agree and they take time out of their schedule.
Like this morning when you read
say you do a podcast.
I'll be there at 9.
Yeah.
So she's there at 9.
Right.
And then I'm like, where the F are you? It's 9:20.
You were actually, your text was very nice.
It was.
Yeah.
What I was saying, what I was thinking in my head.
Right.
But I'm like,
that you just edited for the podcast.
Are you on your way?
Yeah. You still on? Are you okay? Are you injured?
What I really meant.
What is wrong with you? And I don't mean, are you injured?
He had in his mind a different time. So what are you doing about that? So you can stop.
So here's the thing.
Feelings.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You forgive me?
Forgiven.
Again. So the number of people that have been gracious to me in my life is staggering.
Innumerable.
The number is just like I would fall into a deep dark hole of depression if I contemplated it. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. In light of that, so we got business sticky notes, by the way, for the cleaning business.
Did you?
Yeah, with our new logo.
Oh, you should have brought some show and tell.
Here's the pen.
Oh,
boom.
Look at
live
live stream on YouTube.
Kerr Services.
Services.
So with the sticky notes, I have this little place in my. So I make things on my phone, but if you don't have your phone with a reminder, then you're not looking at your phone. Then you're not reminded.
Yeah.
And it could buzz and beep all at once. But if it's like in your car or like right somewhere else, so like where am I going to be that it's going to be in my visual field?
Yes.
So I took the sticky notes, I fold the little bottom, I put the note on it, and I stick it in my dashboard right in my line of vision.
Dude, I've done that for years.
Right on my dash,
I've done
right
it for
in front
years.
of me.
There is nothing like a sticky note, like on your mirror, in the bathroom or on the door before you leave to go to work. You know, refrigerator. Like I've done the dashboard. Like you know, maybe not over like your speedometer, but one of those other gauges you never use. You know, stick
and
it
not
right
like
there.
maybe not right in the center of your windshield.
Yeah,
but like you've got to be able to see the reminder. Whoever you are, right out there.
You know, you're gonna look at the clock on the radio every single day. So like slap it there so that you are forced to move it to look at the time.
Yes.
You know, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be for me. I have to put it in my way. Otherwise, I will just continue to go about doing whatever happens.
Like the marketing bags, I fold them and put them right by the front door with anything else I'm supposed to take so that there's like this pile of crap that looks annoying. And at first, my boyfriend kept like dispersing all that stuff again. I'd pile stuff and then he just, I don't know, thought I didn't know how to put things away. And I was like, where's my I need to remember
I'm doing this
tomorrow.
on purpose.
Like it has to sit here all night or I will not grab it tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Or
I love it.
I'll hang those bags like on the door because I will keep forgetting to go put it in my Jeep. So I have to have it in my face.
I would love to know people's tricks because there are people that are really productive. So Damon DeVore, the most organized person that I have ever met, he's a frigging machine. Like his brain, like he writes computer software for companies to run their companies. Yeah. You go into his office and there's
pretty organized.
There is a board with little strips of paper that move along this little timeline where he moves the. It's hilarious. It is
I could get down with that.
It's the ricketiest thing I've ever seen, but it's like simple.
Yeah.
And he was like, "This is how I get it all done." And he cuts up little pieces of paper because he also likes to save, so he doesn't use a whole piece of paper.
Naturally, we would just post it, waste it.
Right. No. You cut the sticky into threes. So
they actually make stickies that size now, Damon.
But those are more expensive. Yeah, don't.
Oh,
He's already thought about it. Yeah, totally, absolutely. So I have to put. So I started doing this. I have a meeting that I didn't want to miss today at 11:30. And if we hang out, I know that it's dangerous because once I get here.
We're in this little vortex of a room
and we get to talk about fun stuff
and the real world doesn't exist.
Bye-bye. And then we start laughing and things are fun and like
and
all of a
we'd rather
sudden
have fun.
It's noon.
It's like kids get out of the pool.
Yeah.
And like splashing like I don't want to.
That's exactly correct.
It's kind of like us.
Yeah. That's a really funny analogy because that is totally what it is.
All we need is the mom yelling at us to get out of the pool, and we have to do that by like our phone buzzing crap at us. So and saying like real world, it's waiting for you.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, my brain shuts out my phone.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel it. I don't hear it. It's really.
You don't want to be bothered by it.
I don't. And then so it even happens when I'm in meetings with a coaching client. I've designated a 50-minute coaching session. I'm always there like an hour and 20 minutes, and I'm like, oh, this is added value, I suppose, if you hire me as a coach. But that's because I love being in the moment.
Well, I was gonna say we both really like being present. I think we've both worked on that in our lives, being present. You know, because we're like minds everywhere all the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
And focusing in on and being present with people or whatever it is you're doing, like. I think back even when we were coaching, I started putting my phone away. Like
our meetings were so long.
They were so long because we just had so much fun talking. But I started putting my phone away because I didn't want it bothering me, or I'd be on a ride and I'd get upset because I'm reading this text message from an employee or a customer.
I remember that.
And so I stopped doing that. And I would take my phone if I was by myself, but I would put it on Do Not Disturb. So it was only there for my emergency. If I fell off and I needed rescued, like it was there for me. But I put it on Don't Disturb so I wouldn't hear a beep or a buzz or anything like that. I feel like even my horse got annoyed when that would happen. She'd
really
she
funny.
Literally would like turn her head around.
Give you the side eyeball. Even
like not
that's
even
what
like
horses
not
do.
like scared or something, but literally like are you for real right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And because I have my phone
that
out
better be a horsefly buzzing on my back
exactly.
and not your phone.
She loves taking photos with me, so she doesn't mind the phone being out, but if it makes noise, she is not like she's like no. And so that really helped me learn how to be present with her. And now I forget my phone kind of almost too regularly, and it's because I
Mhm.
don't want to do that. I don't want to, and I'm so used to putting on do not disturb
Mhm.
and going through with
And then
what
never
I
putting
need
it
to do.
back.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
what I do. So
And
like
I have it on silent most of the time.
right. I have this dual desire to like be at my next meeting on time and be present with the person. So I don't want my
Yeah.
phone going off. So I put it on do not disturb. But then when the meeting's over, so it's not disturbing me at all. So I don't know when the meeting's over. I'm just like an hour and a half into it.
Just set an alarm or a timer
have to.
because those
I'll
will go
need to.
through your do not disturbs. If you set a timer
Really? Okay.
or an
All
alarm,
right.
because literally I can be like, hey, set an alarm in an hour 4, and it tells me to leave for meeting or something like that. So
That's good. I need to
yeah.
do something like that. But and then I just won't turn the ringer back on.
Or
and then
get a Post-it note and slap
That's
it in
right.
front of yourself and be like,
put it on
don't
the other
forget
person.
to leave in 1 hour.
I'll have to put it on their forehead.
Could you wear this?
Yeah. What? This is really awkward, Andy.
But I think we all have to have those things, right? I bet everybody has a thing like that.
And I'm always
that
looking for
forces you to create a
smarter
habit.
things.
So, okay, well, knowing this, what's the habit you're trying to create? What
So-
are you trying to do?
Yeah. So so I started putting the sticky notes on my dash, which is I just started doing this week, and I love it. Like,
Yes.
oh, there it is. I keep every time I get in the car. I'm always in my car.
When I had the cleaning business, the French maids,
Yes.
and with Strongman,
Yeah.
I actually kept like 3 or 4 little booklets of Post-it. I still have a pack of Post-its in my Jeep now,
Oh.
and so
Yeah.
that I can do that anytime I need, or like somebody calls and you need to
Yeah.
jot a quick
Right.
note down or something like that. So yeah,
So I put them
think
in my
it's a
cup
great
holder now.
habit. Yeah.
Yeah.
and always have
Devore
them there.
Kerr Services cup holder.
Yeah.
Stickies. So here's another one. Here's another one. So every morning I get up at like 5:30 and quarter after 5:30, and I leave before my wife gets up, and I go to my little spot and I do my whatever, reading and meditating and all that stuff. So I'm leaving first. She has an obsession with ice. We have a small ice maker, and if she wants ice to take with her to work, it needs to be on and running and making ice, but it can't be running all night. So it's my job to turn it on.
Oh.
And if it doesn't get turned on and there's no ice by the time she
Like
gets
is
to
an
work,
ice maker in the fridge?
no, it's a separate on this. Makes the
Oh,
little cool round yummy ice.
cool.
She loves these, and she needs them for work.
I feel that.
It's happiness.
I have weird things.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love my whiskey
right.
ball
You what?
in whiskey, though.
Okay. At work. So if
It's the tipsy vein.
it's imperative that I turn this machine on
Yeah.
in the morning so that it has plenty of time to make the ice, so she has enough when she
So
goes
she
to
has
work.
happiness every
And
day
if it doesn't
in her cup.
happen, it's
Sadness. It's sadness
It is
for the
sadness,
rest of the day.
right? And it throws off her day. I shouldn't say it ruins it, but
Completely
it
feel
throws
that.
off the morning. So like, I really need to. So there's high motivation on my part.
Yeah.
But to remember something just when you wake up and then you leave the house so I started taking my keys to my car, and I usually just leave them in, just in case you want to take my car. But I stopped doing that. I started locking my car because people are getting broken into in the
Right.
neighborhood. So there's so many positives about this whole thing. I take the keys and I set them right next to the ice maker.
Yeah.
And I almost walked out today, but I remembered, I don't have my keys. Where are my keys? And they're next to the ice maker. I was like, and then turn it on.
See?
Boom.
It's
Complete.
it's a thing.
Happiness.
Happiness.
Happy marriage.
Yes.
It works.
Win-win.
Yeah. So those are things. I would love to know what people's are, because I'm always like, what do you do to help you remember
Yeah, I
stuff?
bet there's some fun, quirky
Yeah.
things
Oh,
out there that,
yes.
that people get
Yeah,
down with.
and some people are so productive. You're like, how are they so amazing? And then you realize they do all these weird things.
Literally, we cannot be this awesome without creating some kind of routine and creating habits that make us do things, that force us to do things.
And I like, as a attention deficit, literal, like diagnosed attention deficit that I am, I need, like, a routine helps me. If I know
For
what
sure.
I'm doing on every day, and when there's a meeting that has to happen on a different day that usually happens on like a Thursday and it has to go on Tuesday, I'm done. Like
So what are you
unless
going to do about this time thing then?
sticky notes on my dashboard.
Sticky notes.
Yeah,
We're
like
gonna try that.
I have. I'm gonna try it.
Can you bring a pack in, and I'm just gonna fill out like 10 of them and be like podcast.
Do
ads.
this, and then they'll be all over the front of my car when I go out.
A line the
Gisele.
windshield
With super glue. Dang it, Gisele. I
And
can't.
a thing for me with the sticky notes, because if you like always use blue ones,
Yep.
they start to, you don't notice them. So
Mhm.
even that, like I would get the multi-pack of colors. And then that's why I said I always
Mhm.
kept like 3 or 4 packs in my Jeep. It's
Mhm.
not because I need 3 or 4 at once. It's because I needed different colors
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that I didn't become immune
Did
to
you
the color.
did you assign different things for different colors?
I didn't.
Okay,
I was just
'cause
like
that's what Damon
constantly
does.
like I was constantly changing them so that I would notice them.
Mhm.
So,
So Damon says, he's like, when it gets really bad, Andy, I just want to warn you. Like, if you do something out and you don't have a sticky note for it, you like the dopamine hit so much that you will then write it down on a sticky note and then discard it.
just
because
so I
it's
can say
done.
I
Did it.
threw it away. It's like
done.
the crossing items off of a list, you
I
know?
was like,
a lot of people like,
You have a problem, Damon.
I do like writing
Yeah.
out like when I need to get things
Mhm.
done, and then I'll be like, wait, I ordered syrup and I drank my water. I need things to. It's like a little
just-
dopamine high. I just want to cross it
Yeah,
off that
yeah, right.
list.
I just wrote down a bunch of stuff that's already done just to make myself feel better.
So I feel like, like I am accomplishing things in life.
I think I've said this before. Did you ever see that Charlie Brown where he takes a bow and arrow and he shoots it and then he runs over and then draws a target around where the arrow
Right.
hit? I think that's what that is.
Maybe. But it serves
nailed
a
it.
purpose.
Nailed it.
Self-confidence.
Dead center.
Self-assurance.
Well, hey, whatever.
It makes you want to accomplish something else. You know what I mean?
It does. It does. And I think it's funny and we're weird, right? So whatever helps you get to where you need to go.
I know we've talked about habits before, but
Right.
like maybe in like a serious kind of sense about it. But like
Mhm.
this is the actual real like.
Right.
What the heck are
Your
you going
crazy
to do?
hack of whatever
crazy
it
hacks
is.
because
Yeah.
you are crazy.
Yeah. So like I've said that like working out, I don't need a sticky note. I don't know, like I need it. Like it's so
Yeah.
ingrained at this point. Now I have goals that I want to hit, and sometimes I get lax on how hard I go, but like I need it to stay like okay.
Yeah.
So like
I feel
I'm at
that.
the gym 4 or 5 times a week. I've got a new process now. I'm training for a 100-mile thing in the fall.
Cool.
So
Another 100.
100. It's a real race
100.
this time. 100. 100 mile. There's no S on
It's
that.
a real race. He's not in a fake race this time.
Well,
I'm so
the other one was a
excited.
challenge.
Oh, 100-mile challenge.
Yeah, it was a challenge.
This
100
is a-
miles.
This is a race. Is it in the woods where you're gonna die with a trash bag?
No, no, that was the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like no support, no food, no water. Pump the water out of creeks. Carry your food with you. Like
Is this done in a day?
this is done in it'll be more than a day, but it's over. Like they pull you at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like they have stations.
And
There's-
it'll be timed, so you've got
Yes.
so long in each. Okay.
Yeah,
That makes
and
sense.
it's in Oil Creek.
That sounds like you're gonna live.
33 miles is one loop around the state park
Mhm.
through the woods, and it's 3 laps
Over the river and
through
okay.
the woods. Yeah, yeah, and I'm sure there's a grandma around somewhere. So we maybe she'll be at the finish line. And there's like medical.
My mom's
people-
gonna be there. Wait for it.
Oh, yes.
With like lemonade or something.
Oh, yay. So there's like medical staff. There's like every 8 miles or something. There's an actual table with food and drinks so I don't have to, like it's a real thing. And if
Cool.
and I am doing it to raise money for the mission. But I think it's a step forward.
How about a check-in on your comedy thing?
Yeah, nothing. Stop writing. It's totally stop writing.
Because I was like, since we're on the topic of,
Yeah,
I know
of goals.
habits.
Yeah, I really.
Where are we at with that?
Yeah, probably what I need is exactly what you said. I probably need to get myself on a schedule, like so that it'll make me right.
Well, and to the issue of, being on TikTok and social media
Yeah.
and stuff, I decided that I'm designating an extra day, or not an extra day, heavily staffed day for me. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to be on this, and I need to start my week by creating content that I can schedule for the rest of the week, so it stops stressing me out all week.
Yeah.
So this past week, I decided like Mondays are going to be my day to actually create my social media content and stuff like
good.
that. Get good photos, whatever it needs to be. I'm going to stop, because usually I'll stack meetings just kind of all over. I'm like, I'm going to make meetings from this day to this day, and I'm going to schedule Monday. So I'm like, you know what? Suck it up, because, you know, the few hours that it cost me to have just someone working there in the cafe instead of me, it's going to be worth it.
There's going to be a payoff for doing the social media content.
There's a payoff with the social media.
Yeah.
And
like
there's
a
payoff with my reduced stress levels.
Yes.
So
on both
I feel
occasions.
like this is going to be a great shift. But yeah, you got to make those decisions, and you know, it's a give and take.
And you took the extra step of like actually doing, like, creating the space for yourself so that you have people on, so that, because you can make a decision, but if you don't, like, oh, I have to work.
Correct.
You don't create the space for
and
it.
I'm
Then,
like, forget it. I'm just going to schedule an extra person, and I'm going to, because I keep thinking I'm going to fit it in the day. You know, when it's slow, I'm going to do that, and it just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
So I'm designating the time, and I'm going to do that. So, you know, I think we're amazing. We're working on things all the time.
We are.
We're always getting better.
We're always encouraging ourselves. As long as we keep saying that we're amazing.
And then I think we are. I mean, we have to manifest it at some point, right?
I'm sure that it's going to happen soon. It's going to happen soon. Well, folks, please feedback to us, all 12 of you. Tell number 13 to come join us.
And to go to undashed-scripted. Live for the website, and there you can find our link. Well, you'll find more links.
There's podcasts.
I'm working on the links, the biographies and things like that, so you can find more stuff. And okay, people. So we don't have our act completely together, but we're trying.
We're acting.
We're acting like we got our act together.
This is. It's like medicine. It's practice. We're practicing.
Right.
Yeah. If doctors can practice medicine, we can practice
doctor
life.
Podcasting.
Yes. All right. Love you all. Please hang out with us more. Tell us your hacks.
Till next time.
Yep.
Peace out.
Love you.